Hi, not too sure what happened there. I think I've got a very weak connection. I'm not altogether sure why, because I'm sat just from my box. But if we do sort of disconnect again, I will try and connect us back straight away. Hopefully it's not going to happen whilst we're doing our meditation. So I'm just going to go on to Facebook and just describe this video, this live. No, it's not having any of it. As many of you know, I'm not that great when it comes to technology, but I didn't do anything. I didn't touch anything. It just suddenly disconnected. So, and I'm trying to find it on my, because I've got my laptop in front of me here, so I'm just trying to find it on the laptop so I can just describe it. I haven't actually got a description on it here. Ah, right, okay, I can see me. I'm just going to try and edit this. Edit post. There we go. So I hope everybody's well and having a great weekend and really enjoying this beautiful moon energy. What am I calling this? All right, let's turn that off because I'm now getting feedback from myself. Right, what is this video about? Let's just move this in here. Okay, so we've got one person watching. I think, goodness me, I've now lost it all from... Okay, so processing the fear and a full moon gateway meditation. Right, so with the meditations or with anything that I put on here, it really doesn't matter. It's great if you can see it live, but if you don't see it live, it really doesn't matter. It's something that you can tune in later. The energy is still available. The energy of a group meditation is still available to you the minute that you you hook into that. So the reason I wanted to start a little bit early before we start the meditation is because this is a gateway meditation, and where we are at the moment, we're letting go of big cycles. So we're completing big cycles, and as well it ends the period of sort of reflection and you know, this horrible sort of feeling that we're in the corridor and that everything's gone on since September, where we've been looking and reflecting on our past, you know, the things that we've done to others, the things that, you know, others have done to us. We've been looking at things with compassion and forgiveness, and we're now looking at moving forward into a brand new cycle. And this is a cycle where we've got much higher vibrational energy. So it's really important for us to consciously let go of the cycle that we've been in before. Now, the cycle up until this point has, it's been one of struggle for most people. It's been one of struggle, of lack, of conflict, of abuse, of, you know, people not seeing us for who they are, people taking of who we are, people taking advantage. And the reason we've been in these cycles is because it's all down to our conditioning and these the expectations we have out of life, but the conditioning that we've experienced since we were born, which were telling us, you know, that life is tough, or life is a struggle, or you can't trust people, or, you know, it's better to put others' needs before yourself. All of these things are things that we've been told as we go through life, and we internalize, and it becomes our dialogue, it becomes our story to ourselves, and it is the energy that we are then creating. So what we're doing is we're going into this new cycle, and it's a new vibrational cycle. It's very much a cycle of unity. So we need to let go of these limiting mindsets and these limiting beliefs that we have, that have come as a result of our conditioning, and our parents' conditioning and our grandparents' conditioning. So we really want to be able to let go of these things. Now, I'm going to talk about those in a little bit more detail. But the other thing that is going to happen when we start moving towards a higher vibrational life, and when we start being able to manifest and create the life of our dreams, it can make us go into fear. And this might seem a bit strange because it's one of those things where we think, well, I'm getting the life of my dreams. This is what I've always wanted. Why am I being fearful about it? Why am I going into depression about it? Why am I getting scared about it? Why am I having anxiety? And a lot of this is because we're not prepared to get what we want from life, because we're so used to not getting it. Or we have an attachment, rightly or wrongly, to certain negative things in our lives. So it's one of these things with the courses I do. I will say to people, you know, are you ready to be slim? Are you ready to be well? Are you ready to be wealthy? Because these are things where we say to ourselves, yes, 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 we're ready. But our conditioning, you know, years and years, decades of conditioning is actually telling us, no, we're not ready. Wealthy people are corrupt. Wealthy people are mean. Wealthy people are selfish and entitled. Or it might be the fact that you're sick and you're poorly, but your household bills are paid with the money that you get because of that illness. So you have a bond or a connection to these things because either they make you feel safe. So for example, if you have a long-term illness that you can manage and doesn't cause you too many issues, but you get some kind of welfare that supports your family, then you're heavily invested and connected to that illness because it provides you, okay? Provides you with your security. So these are things that you need to look at when you do get this fear comes in, okay? So, and what a lot of people do is they'll push it down because they think, well, this is silly. I'm getting, you know, what I want and what I've always wanted. Why am I getting this fear and this anxiety? It's silly of me. Let's push it down. And as I say to all of you, you know, never push down your feelings. Always bring them up, bring them to light, have a look at them and see what it's all about. But it's one of these things that you do just need to be prepared that when you are letting go of the things that have been a problem for you for so long, you're going to have some fear, okay? Because you are invested in these things, you are attached to these things. And they're kind of like your rock, you know, you've always known it. It's always been there. And it's all of a sudden, it's like, well, when they're not there, how will I cope? Or what will I do? Or how is life going to be different? Is life going to be worse if my security has gone? So these are all things that you need to look at and just be aware of as well. Be very aware when you do these meditations and when you look at releasing cycles, when you look at making that contract with the universe where you say, I'm ready to start making changes in my world, that it might kick off some fear in you. And it's one thing of not to go and hide, not to run away and hide, not to suppress these feelings, but to bring them out and have a look at them and think, well, where does this fear serve me? Okay, and that's one thing that I know a lot of my clients and a lot of my friends, it is that word, how does this serve me? Because everything we have in our life is only in our life if it serves a purpose. And this purpose might be unconscious, but it still serves a purpose because nothing occurs in our life without our agreement. All right, and this is why it's so important to do all your personal development work. It's so important to look at your conditioning, to look at your expectations and your limitations, and to look at your limiting mindset. You know, the way you think about things, the way you think what is achievable for you. Okay? Right, so it's now coming up for 4 o'clock, so we're going to get ready to do this meditation. Now we do have, it was a full moon eclipse last night, and it's a full moon in Leo, and it is also a big energetic gateway for us. So this is very much going to be a meditation of feeling our way into the past cycles that we're looking at letting go of, and consciously and wholeheartedly letting go of those old cycles and bringing in something with a much higher vibration. The new cycle we're going into, but we're going into a life that is going to serve us. Okay, it's going to provide us with the happiness, the joy, the bliss, the security, and everything that you could ever want. So if we all get ready, so if you can all sit, so you can either sit on the floor, cross-legged, or you can sit in a chair. I know some of you like to lay down because it makes it easier to stomach breathe. Excuse me. Because that is the important thing with any meditation, is the fact if you can stomach breathe, you are going to go into a much deeper hypnotic meditative state than you would if you are just chest breathing. Okay, so if you breathe in really, really deeply and it's your chest that's going up, hi Natalie. If it's your chest that's going in and out, then you're chest breathing. And what you want to do is you want to bring it down to some stomach breathing, because the more you develop your muscles to stomach breathe, the deeper your meditations will go, the quicker your meditations will go, the easier it is to silence your mind. Because when you're actually breathing from your stomach and you're breathing very slow and controlled, you are oxygenating your body much, much more efficiently. You're putting much more oxygen in your body and you're actually slowing down your brain waves. Okay, and this is what we want to do. When we go into a meditative state, we're actually slowing down our brain waves. So we're going from a beta, which is usually quite a stressed brain wave. This is where you're overthinking all the time, where you're analysing things. Loads of different things are coming in, different scenarios, all sides of a situation, all the 100 things that you've got to do. This is you usually in beta. And when you start to breathe deeply from your stomach, this is when you bring it down to alpha, and this is a very calm and peaceful state. Okay, so what we're going to do, so just get yourself comfortable. I always sit cross-legged when I meditate. Part of the reason is because it means that my back is incredibly straight, and I do find it's a position that I can sit in for quite some time without being overly aware of my body. So what I'm going to do is, I can't actually put any music on because we're live, but obviously if you want to put a little bit of gentle music on in the background, if that helps you, then crack on, go and do that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be meditating with you. So just keep breathing, listen to my voice. If you find yourself drifting in and out, if you find yourself suddenly thinking about what you're going to prepare for dinner tonight, or where you're going to go tomorrow, don't worry, don't freak yourself out. Just gently bring yourself back to my voice, and just carry on. And carry on with your breathing. And the thing that I find as well, if you do have quite a busy mind, one of the things that I used to do initially when I first learned how to meditate is I would just concentrate on counting my breath. Because while you're counting and you're breathing, you're deep breathing, your mind can't think of anything else. Okay? So if you are finding it a little bit difficult, just count your breaths in, bring yourself back to my voice and whatever I'm saying. There are going to be periods as well in between where we just do our own thing, because I will obviously be meditating with you as well. So this is a gateway meditation. So we're having an awesome opportunity. Hi, Dawn. So we've got an awesome opportunity at the moment to let go of some big cycles. Now, I know we did this on the 21st of December with the winter solstice, but these cycles, they're constantly coming up, and they're short cycles, long cycles, all sorts of different cycles that we're releasing. And it's a really good idea to consciously release these cycles. Okay, so we've got a big cycle coming up that is coming up for release. Now, the way I want you to look at it is almost as if there was your life up until this point, and then there is going to be your life moving forward after this meditation. Okay, so what I want you to have in mind when we start going in is what it is that you're leaving behind in the old cycle. So your life up until this point, what is it in there that you want to get rid of? You know, is it lack? Is it the way people talk to you badly? or the way you're treated by other people? Or is it the fact that, you know, you don't have a voice? Is that what you want to leave from the past cycle? Is it being lonely or not having a love? Is that what you want to leave in the last cycle? You know, is it, I mean, it can be lots and lots of different things. So, you know, for most people, there's going to be a lot of money issues there. So this is something, that mindset of lack, of poverty, of loneliness, we're letting all of that go, okay? So we're letting go a physical period. We're letting go a mindset. We're letting go an emotional state, because all of these things are energy, and all of these set your energetic signature and your energetic vibration. Okay, and your energetic signature and vibration is what you are then attracting in. So you've had a long cycle of things being tough or hard, you not getting what you need, things not flowing properly despite how much you try. So what we're being given the opportunity here is to let go of all of that and the energy that is with it, and rewrite our story, rewrite our energy, okay? And so this is why moving forward, we will be letting go of lack, we will be bringing in abundance, okay? And so what we're doing is, it's almost like a leveling. It's almost like we're able to start again from fresh. Okay, so if we all just take some deep calming breaths in and out, and in and out. Now we're just going to do some cyclical breathing with some gaps in between. So you breathe in to the count of 3, hold to the count of 3, out to the count of 3, hold to the count of 3, in to the count of 3, hold to the count of 3, and out to the count of 3. Just keep doing that. You breathe in as deeply as you can to the count of 3, hold to the count of 3, and out to the count of 3. Now if you find yourself straining, then just don't hold your breath for as long. Okay, because you don't want this to be painful or jerky. But just breathe in as deeply as you can. Feel your tummy expand. Hold it. And then when you release, just feel your stomach pulling in and pushing out all of that old stagnant air. So just breathe in. Pull in your stomach, pushing out all of that stagnant air. And then hold. Just keep breathing in to the count of 3. Hold to the count of 3. Out to the count of 3. And the more practiced you get at this, the better. And the more cycles of breath you get, the more relaxed you become. And your brainwaves begin to slow down. And everything becomes calm. Just keep breathing in, breathing out. And don't worry if any thoughts come in. Just observe them, no judgment, let them go. And as you continue to breathe in, I just want you to imagine you've got the golden universal light going in through your nose. And first of all, swirling round your head. As it swirls around your head, just feel it pushing out any negativity, any anxiety or stress of the day, and just see that coming out as like a grey smoke. So the golden light goes in, and the anxiety and any stresses come out, and you just feel your head becoming lighter. You feel your thoughts becoming calm. Your mind is clearing. You feel the muscles in your face begin to relax. And on every out-breath, you feel yourself become clearer, more relaxed, more in balance. As you continue to breathe and the golden light fills your head, then moves down your neck, and you feel your muscles just relax on every out-breath. And it goes across your chest and your shoulders. You can feel yourself clearing. You can feel your anxieties leaving, your worries and stresses of the day just disappearing, leaving you calm and balanced. And as this golden light continues to move down your body, filling your body, you begin to feel lighter, more at ease. You feel your emotions begin to calm. You don't feel so worried. You just feel light. Everything feels easy. You feel relaxed. All of your muscles just melt away. You just feel your breath going in and out. All the heavy, stagnant energy is leaving your system. You feel at ease and calm with the world. Just keep doing this until you are just a pure golden light. And I want you to visualize that you've got the golden light is now coming in through the top of your head. And feel it as it rushes down through the center of you and down deep into the earth's core. And just feel that rush of universal energy. It glitters and sparkles. It's your source energy. And when this comes through you, everything comes into alignment. Your chakras all begin to spin in unison. And all your physical, energetic and subtle bodies all come into alignment. It's like a big rush. You're cleansed and grounded and brought into alignment all at once. And it makes you tingle and smile. This is pure source energy. It's what you are at your very core. It's what your soul is made of. It's who you are. Just feel it as it rushes right from the center of the universe through you and deep into the earth, grounding you and also feeding the earth. And just be in this space for a little while. Just enjoy that rush, enjoy that feeling of just pure alignment. It feels like being suspended. And you're in pure alignment when nothing is out of alignment. There's no pressure. There's no stress on your physical or your mental or your emotional bodies. Just feel it. Feel that connection with the centre of the universe. Feel that connection with the centre of the earth. You are the bridge that connects them, that feeds them. And now I want you to visualize that beautiful full moon, the snow moon. It's there in the sky, big and full, illuminating the dark sides of us. But it's kindly, nurturing and loving. It wants to help you in a gentle way, to guide you and help you see. This moon energy is also here to help us let go of the past cycle. It's completed now. It's served its purpose. The cycle is fulfilled. The cycle is complete. So just look at the moon and just imagine a silvery cord coming deep from the centre of the moon, coming down and straight into you. This beautiful silvery energy, straight into you, straight into the earth. Just feel that energy running through you. Accept it. Embrace it. Feel it. Feel yourself as a channel as you allow this beautiful lunar energy to go deep within the earth. Allowing the earth to complete a cycle. Feel the energy coming from your heart. Feel this pure golden energy as it reaches down deep into the earth, it reaches up to the moon, and also around you to everybody you're connected to. And just feel that energy passing between us, the universal energy. The energy of the earth, the energy of us and the energy of the moon, all supporting each other. Feels so beautiful to be in the centre of everything, doesn't it? To be part of everything. To recognise the energies that are around us, that are here to support us and help us. For us to see our way, for us to embrace our destinies, and for us to step up and to say we're ready to create this new cycle. And I just want you to spend a bit of time just reflecting on the past cycle, your past life up until this point. And I want you to sit there and look at it with gratitude for all the lessons that you've learnt, for all the wisdom you've attained, for the experiences you've had, the people, the places, the good times and the bad, as they all bring with them such beauty, such opportunities to learn. Give thanks and gratitude to the people that may have broken your heart. Because it's when we break our hearts we let the light in. We search deep into our souls for a way forward, for an understanding. Nothing is ever wasted. everything moves us forward on our path if we choose to. So as you look at the past cycle, I want you to let go of blame, let go of anger. Nothing is anybody's fault. Everything in our lives is created due to our mindset, our conditioning, what we believe to be true, our expectations. We create all of this. So I want you to thank that past cycle, all the people in it, and forgive everybody and everything, including yourself. Forgive yourself for the mistakes you made in the past, but as it's only by making mistakes that we truly learn. Forgive yourself for not knowing then what you know now. Forgive the people who have hurt you and walked all over you, deceived you and lied to you. Forgive yourself for everything you feel you failed in, but it's never failure. And thank the last cycle for everything you've learned and for helping you be here where you are now today. And allow it to go. It's gone. We've learned what we've needed. We don't need it hanging around. You might need to do this meditation again and again, just going back and looking at what it is you're leaving behind, what you have gratitude for, forgiveness for, and you may need to work on these a little bit deeper. But you can do this meditation time and time again, just releasing it. So now we're going to look at the past cycle. And I'm just going to bring up some words. These might be relevant to you. They might resonate with you. And I want you to thank them. But I also want you to make the commitment that you're letting these go from your life. This is not your life anymore. This is not the energy that you're bringing into your life anymore. And you're letting go of it. Because you're saying now, I want a different way. And I know I can bring in a different way. But you can't bring in this new way when you haven't made space for it. So just breathe deeply. Just think of your life up until this point. You can say, thank you, hardship. This is not my truth anymore. This is not my belief anymore. And this is not my expectation anymore. Goodbye, abuse. This is not my reality anymore. This is not who I am anymore. This is not my expectation. So we're letting go of the expectations that this is the way our life has been and this is the way our life will always be. No, from this point onwards, this is no longer acceptable in our lives. It's not our story. It's not our destiny. We're bringing in a new way, a new energy, and we're leaving the expectations, well, we're not even dealing in expectations. Instead of expectation, we have faith that the universe is going to provide us with an energetic match to what we are. And our energy is changing. So hardship and abuse, you're no longer my expectation. You're no longer my energy. You're no longer acceptable in my new cycle. So I'm going to read through some words, and I just want you to say to yourself, if these resonate with you, just say to yourself, this is not acceptable. This is not who I am. These are not my expectations. Thank you and goodbye. Inconsistency. The pendulum swing from good to bad, happy to sad. Anger. Blame. Being used. Being ignored and unseen. Being judged and judging others. So everything that I mention in here is how we've been treated, or we've allowed ourselves to be treated, and it's how we treat others. So we forgive ourselves just as much as we forgive other people. Being judged, others just taking and taking from us. No support, being burdened, being victimised and alienated. We're saying goodbye to life being a struggle. It doesn't have to be tough. We're saying goodbye to only ever having enough. We don't want to just have enough anymore. We want to be abundant. We want more than enough. We say goodbye to responsibility imposed on us by others. We only need to be responsible for ourselves. We say goodbye to looking after other people, in the sense that we put other people before ourselves. Yes, we need to be compassionate and caring, but we should never sacrifice ourselves. We say goodbye to guilt, being bullied and manipulated, to being abandoned or punished, put in our place. But then we also say goodbye to being idolised, to being put on a pedestal, to being seen as special. These are just imbalances. We say goodbye to being unworthy, confused, disappointment. We say goodbye to the fact of trying and trying and trying and just never getting anywhere. That was all of the past cycle. So just see it all getting wrapped up into one big bag. This is all that we're getting rid of. We don't need this anymore. We created this. We created it all through our mindset, which is the result of our conditioning, what we're told by our parents and our grandparents, what we see on the television, what we're told in school. Part of our conditioning, our mindset. And we create this with our energy, and we don't need to do this anymore. So just say goodbye with love and gratitude and forgiveness. I forgive you, I forgive me for anything I perceived as harmful. And now I make a commitment to turn away from this cycle and turn towards a new cycle with the understanding that I create this I create the tone of my life. I create the energetic structure of my life. And so now we're moving towards a new cycle. And this is what is acceptable in your life. This is what you are bringing in. Feel it in your heart. So I want you to feel yourself in your heart space, and I'm going to read some words that we're bringing into the new cycle, and I want you to feel it. Really feel it in your heart that yes, you are creating this for the new cycle. You are worthy of creating this. You are able to create it. Nothing is outside of your own power and strength and your ability to create. You just need to change the mindset, release that conditioning. And you do that by processing. So in the new cycle, we're bringing in abundance, peace, balance, joy, flow, co-creation. Let's together make this a beautiful world, because we can do it. Because together we've created an angry world. So together we can create a world of peace. We're creating opportunities, infinite opportunities, infinite possibilities. We're not here to limit ourselves. We're not here to find out why or how. We just know this is what we're creating. To create compassion and clarity, equanimity, harmony, grace, truth, wisdom. And when you do this meditation again, you can look and put your own things in. I'm just using them as an example. We've got some amazing energies available to us, some really high vibrational energies. We need to use them. We need to bring them into ourselves and match them with our own vibrational rate, because that's when we create high vibrational energy like abundance, joy, balance, anger, fear, competition, blame. They're very low vibrational energies, and we're stepping out of that. So just stand and look at this new cycle that we're creating, this new cycle that we're stepping into, and make that commitment to yourself and to the universe, that you are consciously co-creating this new cycle. And there's lots of us doing it. We're all joining up and bringing in joy and peace and balance, unconditional love. And we make that commitment. We make that commitment to look at our shadow side, to bring to the surface the areas that need balancing within us. We make that commitment to take this personal journey and to do the work. And it is work, but it's worth it. So as you stand here in this moment, saying goodbye to the past cycle, I want you to be open to whatever comes your way. I want you to work with the universe and follow the signs. Be guided. The universe will always show you what you need to see, especially if you ask. And every morning when I walk on the beach and do my meditation on the beach, I always ask, is there something I need to see? Is there something I need to do? And this past couple of days for me, I've been doing lots and lots of processing, getting ready for this ending of this cycle. So just feel this connection, your connection with the universal energy, the moon energy, and the earth's energy. And as you stand in the middle, just have thanks and gratitude for the moon, the earth, the universe and the sun. And let's have a huge amount of gratitude and love for each other. We're all in this together, all of us. We're here to push each other's buttons so that we can see what inner work we need to do. We're here to support and encourage and guide by being a living example. This is a team job. So just enjoy that energy. Feel that rush of universal energy as it rushes through you, bringing everything back into alignment. And then when you're ready, I want you to start feeling yourself back into your physical body. Just wiggle your hands, wiggle your toes. But bring that energy, that feeling with you, that feeling of the new cycle. Completely free of the expectations of the past, free from drama, struggle, lack. And then open your eyes. So, I do love it after a meditation. Right, so this is something that you might want to do time and time again, because it is very difficult to be able to get rid of, or not very difficult, but it's quite unusual, not even unusual, I can't make words now. It's not something that you're used to doing, maybe. So it's something that it'd be a really good idea to do time and time again for you. So you can have a look at all of the things that, lovely hearts, all of the things that you're getting rid of. And this is the thing, the sky is the limit for you. I mean, we live in an absolutely amazing time. And you really can create, manifest whatever it is that you want. And it's your expectations that will limit you. So have a look on what it is that you're letting go in the past cycle, and have a look at what it is that you want to bring into the new cycle, and then just keep doing the meditation. But remember that you need to have gratitude and love and forgiveness for what has come, because, you know, there's no villain in this story, there's no bad guy. It is what it is. And hi Chris. It is what it is. And it's got us to where we are now. So all of these things are great things. They're great gifts. So don't have any kind of blame. If you do, you know, don't push it down and think, oh, I'm a bad person because I blame this person, or I can't forgive this person. That's then just a fabulous opportunity for you to go and work on that and to have a look at it and to see where this has come from, you know, and process your baggage and your conditioning and your limiting mindset. Because it's that is bringing in the energy of you creating these cycles again and again and again, where you just never seem to be getting exactly what it is that you want. And now it's all there for us. It's all ready for us. We can, the energies are absolutely amazing and fantastic, and we really can just create or manifest whatever it is. Thanks, Dawn. Yeah, we can create the life of our dreams. I mean, I live the life of my dreams. I love my life. I love every single minute. I love, you know, when I wake up in the morning, I'm so excited that I've got a whole new day stretching out in front of me, and, you know, I can get to do some amazing things. And also the surprises that come, because who knows how the day is going to unfold. I don't have any problem with lack. I'm abundant in every single area, and I don't really have any stresses, strains or issues. I love everything, and it's why I'm so happy and smiley all the time. Oh dear. Because it's a life I'm creating, and I've created it from my heart. So, but I've done it by doing my processing. So this is the thing, you do have to do the personal work. This isn't just magic. You can't just sit here and do a meditation and some positive affirmations and then expect everything to change, because it's the inner unconscious work that you have to do, because that's what's directing your life, and that is where a lot of your deep-seated conditioning comes from, and you're not aware of it because it's been told to you your whole life. It's the story you've been told your whole life, and so it just goes in as a sort of mind structure. So that's why you have to look and do some conscious inner work, and then you really can create, manifest, draw into you any energy that you desire. So I hope you enjoyed the meditation. Oh, thank you, Dawn. Peaceful meditation. What I think we maybe need to do at some point is maybe get a group together and we can all meditate on Skype or something like that, because when the music's going, it's really lovely. And I love meditating. So I meditate a couple of times a day. So you guys are always welcome to join me. I do really enjoy it, and we do some great heart space meditations. So yeah, so that's it, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. Do leave any comments and I can always get back to you. Thanks, Sharon. Please do the meditation time and time again. But as I say, you know, if you've got any questions or anything like that, please don't hesitate to put something on my wall, or you can private message me if you want. I might share the response because it's often something that a lot of people are interested in. But obviously I'd keep your name out of it. But yeah, if there's anything anybody wants to know, everything that I teach and everything that I do here and everything that I say comes from my own experience, comes from the fact that this is how I live my life and these are the results that I've had. So if I can do it, you can do it. There's nothing different about me. There's nothing special about me. It's just the fact that, you know, I've done some hardcore processing work so that I'm able to raise my energetic vibration, and then the universe just provides me with high energy stuff. So all of you have a fabulous evening. Drink lots of water, because often when we go into meditation we need to drink more water. If anybody needs me for anything, do contact me, or if there's anything that you're interested in or you'd like me to do a little blog on, you know, just let me know. All right, speak to you all later. Bye-bye.